Absolutely. Here's a complete YouTube story narration version of The Note That Changed My Life, rewritten as a cinematic, emotionally gripping, full-time story suitable for a 10 to 15-minute video narration. No stage directions like opening scene, just smooth narration flow. Out. Title: The Note That Changed My Life. Narration script. I still remember that morning vividly. The air was cold and the city streets were half awake. I was lost, not physically, but emotionally. My life had become a loop of noise and numbness. Wake up, work, go home, pretend everything's fine. But that day, something strange happened. As I walked past the park on my way to work, a small folded piece of paper caught my eye. It lay perfectly centered on the bench like it was waiting for me. I don't know why, but I picked it up. On the front, written in neat cursive letters, were 5 words that stopped me in my tracks. This message is meant for you. I hesitated. Then I opened it. Inside, it said, "What's the one dream you gave up on?" There was no signature, no explanation, just that single question. I laughed a little, thinking it was some street art project or a prank. But as I walked away, something inside me stirred. I hadn't thought about my dreams in years, not since my father died. When I was younger, I wanted to be a writer, to tell stories that healed people. My dad used to say, "You were born with words in your heart." But after he passed, life became heavy and survival became more important than dreams. That note brought all of it back. At the bottom of the paper, there was a final line. Greater than, "If you want to change your story, meet me here tomorrow at 5 p.m. I didn't know who wrote it or why, but all day I couldn't stop thinking about it. That night I barely slept. My mind raced between curiosity and fear. Was it destiny? Or just coincidence? The next day, at exactly 5 p.m., I went back to the park. The sun was setting, painting the sky in gold and pink. I almost left thinking nobody would show up. Then I saw her, a woman, maybe in her 30s, sitting quietly with a small box beside her. She looked at me and smiled softly, as if she had been expecting me. "You found the note," she said. I nodded, still confused. "Did you write it?" She smiled again. "Not just for you. For anyone who still believes change is possible." She opened the box, revealing dozens of folded papers inside, each one with a question, each one written by strangers who had once found their own notes. She handed me another. "Read it." This one said, "What's something you still forgive yourself for?" And that's when it hit me. Maybe this wasn't about random questions. Maybe it was about connection, healing. We talked for hours, about lost dreams, about pain, about hope. She told me she started leaving those notes after losing her brother, who died thinking he had no purpose. She wanted people to remember that their lives still mattered. Before I left, she said something that stayed with me. Sometimes, the right words find you when you're ready to hear them. That night, I went home and wrote for the first time in years. Just a few pages, nothing perfect, but real. I poured my heart out. The pain, the confusion, the longing to start over. Weeks turned into months and I kept writing. Small stories, letters to strangers, notes I'd leave on benches, just like hers.